Right, okay, let's go right ahead and just take some deep breaths in, connecting to the diamond Fibonacci spiral, running down over the body, connection through the geometric planes of the diamond sun, igniting diamond sun, light tectonics running through the Fibonacci spiral. The back of the heart through to the front, and all of the fields open behind. Deep heart pain releasing. Diamond templating building back through the tissues of the heart. Lifting anger out of the bone tissues. Yatoras makiras masmayoturas nakiras mismayan. Tigeras nasnayakaras masmayal kura. Asyama atbriyatora akiki kieras masmayana ahu. Ibria raoti o uni oti. And just allowing the eyes to soften. Soften to clear. Dissolving resistance. Frustration and stubbornness. Yatoras makiras masmaya. And we're going to blend that diamond Fibonacci spiral into the scalar wave. And as we blend the Fibonacci into the scalar wave, we open the DNA fields. Releasing distrust, releasing uncertainty, releasing questioning. And building the diamond tones back into the magnetic base tones and the electrical overtones of the DNA as they work to rebraid. Deep heart pain as we allow full transfers without trigger. Frustration to move through the body. as we accent into the sensory fields, lower sensory to higher sensory perception, we're going to just bridge a chord of engaging a feedback system. And see this as two spheres, one above, one below, with a line or chord connecting the lower and the higher together. And as we connect that together, just see it flash and then oscillate as it spins to a pale to rich yellow tone. And what we want to do is just create a clearing between those layers. Working with the diamond light, once again, the crystal iridescent diamond light. And just lifting out the grey tone. And rejuvenating it from grey into translucent iridescent light sequencing. And then within the layers of the sphere, higher to lower, golden code infrastructure aligns and illuminates through the sphere. And within the connection point of the feedback system, this begins to turn gold. Okay, then the focal point that's coming in here is working into the brainstem, the neural pathways, the synapses, and the different regions of the brain. These begin to illuminate, and with a spark of light, lifting electrical misfire circuitry and rewiring the mind wave fields and the bioorganism to accommodate and integrate the higher sensory perception through your own innate sensorial system, with the adaptation of using them internally rather than externally. And once again, coming back to the Fibonacci spiral, we then see the Vitruvian man imagery of divine perfection in human form as symbol code for recalibration of the human blueprint. Remodeled to accommodate the higher divine blueprint. and understanding the higher sensory perception being just a byproduct of an accelerated evolution process and just one fantastic attribute of many different gifts and skills that can be embodied. Yataras masnaya kura asyamo turiasu okia kura asana ati. Tigeras masnaya krasmas mana atiatras ma okia pura asiotoras. Tigeras mateatra atiara atiam na akia krasmas mayana otoporiatoras na kieras nasnayan. Kieras nasnaya kura asiatra atiana ama hyena etiatras nesiatra ma otoporiatoras na kia kura. Sia kuras mas mayo toras na ike kadesnes niatra asia ma ahayen ya a o. So kieras ma a teatro o tia popo o ya na a yum ya ma ai. Diamond-like code sits through the chest. Atiatras mas mayan. Kuras na asia ma otoboriatora. With the diamond code, with syllables ka, ra, sa, ta, a, la. Engage diamond frequency, reordering, and updating Vitruvian Man, Perfect Human Blueprint, Nayatoras Makiras Masmayan. Acceleration of the Fibonacci spiral. Full body release. Decoding DNA. Recoding DNA. RNA. Mitochondria. Thick black smoke releases from the body. Organ evolution. Cellular detox. Bone density recalibration, recode. DNA, chromosomal, energetics, recalibrate. Bone matrix recalibrate. Deep grief release. Base core template reorder. An update. Matiatras masmayana otiopora. Recode. Evolve. Carbon to crystalline. Deep pain release. Emotional stagnation, lifting and releasing. Yamatiatras masmayakura. Deep despair. harboring hurt, and hatred, deep victimization, removal, ruby light grid templating coming back in and restoring through the autonomic nervous system, repair, recalibrate autonomic processing and operating systems, biochemistry, alchemize through shadow to platinum, pale gold light, lifting gridlock, lifting out seal systems, recoding memory, atia dorasmasmiya gora, ma atia na aki krishnisniya na atia porasnasniyam. Deep heart release, cutting cords and strings of the invisible controllers, and undulating pink unconditional love 360 degrees from the center core through these systems as we access into the attribute personality index Yataras Masaya Karesni Siyama Ataboria Dora, of emotional variation and vibration. Ma'atiatras Masmayam Kora Asyatara Ohi O Nyatarai Tageras Masmaya Ano Utaporia Dora Siokuna Ama Hati Tarash Sayam. And within that calling forth of the index, we call forth all the aspects, the personalities running this personality software or personality templating, if we will, and deliver recoding to dismantle, calling up the files, calling up the timelines, calling up the memories and the history, unlocking all vaults. Releasing shock and fear, not taking ownership of the energetics as they move through the system and release. Rainbow light refraction builds through the essence, and repivots the trajectories, aligning the aspects to flash with light from your heart through the central line to re-engage source identity and align back together, flash with encryption and all merge as one, reintegration of the essence. Deep heart pain, as the remembrance of self and the remembrance of who you are and who you are not. Runs correction. Atiatara asyama omo otoboriatora. Dismantling the ego, personality, identity. Expansion of the pineal gland. Bioregenesis. Updating the base layer alchemy. Correction of the vertical horizontal axis. Intercepts. Correction to hierogamic joins. Hermes and Aphrodite. Caduceus. Flashes with encryption. Sophianic dragon eggs. Recode the Sophianic dragon egg, the source point, or bringing all back to the 0 point. Sorry, thank you. Within the Sophianic dragon egg, re-pointing through the chakra system. Incubation. rejuvenation, updating chakra system, and moving through rebirth. Dragon bodies, heal, and repair. And the fragmentation of the self, the fragmented aspects of the self held within the bioregenesis chamber of the Sophionic flower, the Sophionic dragon egg, sorry, hatches into reintegrate. Moving the wounding through the 0 point and updating through every field. Matia Tarasmasmeo Kora. Musculoskeletal system release. Re-encryption of golden filigree. Opening heaven's gate. Connecting through the angelic hierarchies. Yadarama Atibiyokura. As we allow transference of information through the morphogenetic fields. Holographic representation through heaven. As the light tones of the source angelic engage and rebuild the celestial body. Identifying celestial realms, Anyatara Masiyakura, to re-encrypt through the pineal gland, activating and accelerate holographic field perceptions. Anchor the holographic perspective into the physical form. acceleration of blueprint remodeling, divine light architecture, structural updates, recalibrate to accommodate. Ana atiadras masmayogora. Full body release. Belly breaths through the lower chakras, all the way down to the feet. Pulling up all files, holding limitation to the higher sensory perception and to the holographic celestial realms and holographic perceptions at the Yadna Ataboria sort of Bora, recalibrating geometry fields, Yama Diamai. Clearing through each body. As we now release, revoke, rescind, oaths, vows, agreements, contracts and covenants held in place that bring struggle and strife within the evolutionary cycle. We are too far late in the game to keep on battling and fighting. We want to deconstruct this now, eliminate these tightly bound evolutionary constructs from the collective fields and interpersonal relations. I'm also seeing what looks like a Siamese cat with really, really sparkly blue eyes, and the sparkly blue tone, we just want to start pulling in and filling up the body, which is creating an amenti bridge. Use the liquid from the eyes, the blue from the eyes as medicine, light medicine, to recalibrate the system and to build the amenti bridge, where we cross and access the blue flame, build back into the vertical pillar, access points of higher earth realms, bring into alignment, recode, recalibrate, dissolving all levels of numbness. And just allowing the essence to come back into alignment here. As it comes back into alignment, we work to dissolve the old templating. Acceleration of the pivot point as we open the light spectrums within the pivot, vertical, horizontal axis interception. And see the crystal light engage, crystal iridescent light engage, and clear the space-time, time-space continuums, repoint geometric fields, and whilst gathering charge, we can use this as an access point into the higher harmonic universes. Merkaba field illuminates, spins, corrects, rush with energy from the feet up through the pillar of light to the diamond sun, grand central sun. Solar alignment, personal Christ, tri-wave spectrums, bliss, charge and move through the fields, clearing the layers of the field. And re-engage channels. And just settle for a moment, allow the energy to pass through the system, focusing on the feet, opening up the Earth Star and grounding into the diamond core. Fear, release. Reintegrating essence, updating through all fields, updating through the blueprint, remodeling the blueprint now. As we come through highest expansion for the ascension gateways. Remodulate light fields, Aturia Sama Kieras Masia, and move to seal, update through all levels or layers of light, update through all bodies, update through localized grids and blueprints. Seal forward now through all levels or layers and seal forward through the breath of the divine. I am presence. Thank you, everybody.